Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review. This was a beer that was recommended in the comments. Beer I have not drank in a long time. But since starting to get back to reviewing shelf beers, easily accessible beers, someone said, hey, see if you can find Racer 5 and review it. So I saw this can the other day. Berry Public is, I thought they were Sonoma, but this says Cloverdale. I don't know where Cloverdale is. I thought they were like Santa Rosa-ish, like out by where Lagunitas and them were, but maybe they moved. I have no idea. It says independent since 1995. This is Racer 5, one of my favorite can arts of all time. Reminds me of Speed Racer for some reason. I don't know. This is per the label, an India Pale Ale. It is 7%? 7.5%. The only bummer about this beer is there is no date on it. So I have no clue how old this beer is. I can't believe that we're in 2022 and someone who's been in the game since 1995 doesn't have a canning machine that can date cans. There is some random number above the barcode on this, and I Googled it and nothing came up. So I thought maybe they were using some weird like batch dating thing, and that wasn't the case. So no clue how old this is. It sucks. I hate that I don't know how old it is. I mean, it could be, this thing could be 2 years old. No idea. So the place that I got it from, the other beers that I bought were fairly fresh, like within the 2-month range, but who knows. This is another beer that back when I moved back to San Diego in 2011, I would drink a bunch. I really like this beer. This is one of those old school, I think it's all sea hopped. Almost positive. I think like most of those beers from back then are, weren't they? Am I wrong? I don't know. It is a clear beer. It is West Coast style. But yeah, it's a beer that I used to drink all the time. Haven't had this beer in years. So don't know if this is going to be fair to this beer, but you know what? I saw it and someone said to drink it, so that's what we're doing. Let's get into it. There is a chill haze on it, but it is clear. It is a nice kind of like orangey pineapple color. It is bright. Not a whole lot of carbonation as far as bubbles go in the glass. And only about a quarter finger of bright white head. Tight, compact bubbles. So, yeah, it's been really fun getting back into shelf beers. It's weird. Like, I'm excited to go to like stores now and like just find random stuff to buy. The thrill of the chase of beer is gone right now. As far as like hard to get stuff, I just don't care. And like just walking into a liquor store or a grocery store and seeing beers and just buying them, I'm like, oh, this is fun. Let's show our fat nose in this one. Ooh, this actually smells really good. It's not that old. This is fruity, it's pithy citrus, and it's floral. And it has a good amount of like crackery, bready sweetness. What is that other sweetness? It's like sweet. Is it peachy maybe? Maybe it's stone fruit, but not stone fruit in the like terms of like hazy beer that you think of stone fruit. It just has like this cool sweetness to it that goes well with like that kind of hoppy, floral, like maybe a little bit of like spruciness. There's some grassiness too, but definite like pithy like grapefruit. Yeah, with just like a nice, just bready sweetness. It smells fucking awesome. Let's go ahead and taste it. Cheers. And thank you. I don't remember who said, hey, drink Racer 5 again, but whoever suggested this, I appreciate you. Ooh, that's good. It drinks light for 7.5%. This has a little bit of like that candied thing. It's funny because I'm using a slice glass, and I always talk about how slice hazy beers have like that starbursty kind of skittly, chewy candy thing. This has a little bit of candied sweetness to it. I think that's the malts that they're using, but that sweetness works well. There's a little bit, like not a little bit, like a nice, I think what we were smelling, that pithy kind of grapefruit citrus. That bitterness kind of sits on the middle of your tongue. And the sweetness on the finish is nice because it comes in, kind of sweetens it up so it doesn't like overwhelm your palate or like, you know, attack your tongue or leave your tongue numb. But yeah, the pithy citrus that's on the middle of your tongue is nice. I think there is a little bit of stone fruitiness to this. But yeah, this is floral. This almost has like a little bit of like a minty thing to it. I'm really impressed. I mean, I don't remember back then like even paying attention to ABV as far as beers go. But for 7.5%, it drinks light. Again, it's warm out here. It's been warm this whole fucking last 2 months. So a beer like this is like, I mean, it's drinking very easy. But yeah, again with these beers, like you go back to these old school beers, these old recipes, you forget like how much you appreciate balance in a beer. This beer is plenty hoppy, and you're getting all the awesome, you know, citrusy, floral, piney notes that you get from hops. But that sweetness on the finish, it just like, it works perfect. It's just funny how we all kind of went towards like, I want everything to be over the top hoppy or over the top juicy, and kind of forgot about balance in a beer. But this is fucking awesome. I just wish they dated their cans. The store that I was at had a bunch of these 60. What is this? Is this one of those 19-ounce cans? Yeah, 19.2. There was a bunch of these there, so maybe they're fairly fresh. I can go back and get more. This can was $3.99, so not a bad deal. I don't think $4 for a 19-ounce pour. You again wouldn't be able to get that at a bar. This is another beer though. It stands up, kind of to the test of time. Yeah, that just sweet maltiness just works great with all those hops. Yeah, that minty kind of thing is cool. It's gotten a little bit more present as it's warmed up a little bit. You can see, I don't know if you guys can see like the little fog ring. Like it's hot out here, so this beer is warming up quickly, fairly quickly. And yeah, that minty aspect of whatever those hops are, it's awesome. It's like minty, floral, sprucey with like cool, pithy citrus. And yeah, it's got like a cool, like almost stone fruity thing. That could be the malts that I'm tasting and that sweetness it's giving off that stone fruity thing, but another just balanced, easy drinking 7.5 old school IPA from Bear Republic. Racer 5 is still a winner in my opinion. So that is it. You guys still drink this? Do you remember having it? What are your memories of this? Let's talk about it. I wonder if anyone's drinking this beer still these days. If you're not, I would say go out and seek it out, but fuck, they don't date their cans, so your mileage may vary as far as that goes. You might get a beer that's old and then you're like, it doesn't taste like what you're talking about, but this beer seems fairly fresh to me because it's still delicious. So that is it. I'm out of here. Appreciate you guys watching. See you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.